Now here comes the different part, which is now whatever you're going to develop applications, right? What kind of platforms we are developing, whether it is on-premise, S4HANA Cloud. Now again, when I heard about S4HANA, and they brought these two terms, on-premise and cloud. Now again my confusion started. So what exactly the difference between this on-premise and S4HANA? Okay, so that we are going to cover in this specific slide. So this introduction part basically these are all my experience that I went through while I'm learning, right? So I get into different doubts, different confusions. So for any beginner who is trying to learn, I just wanted to make this path very smooth so that they don't have to spend a number of hours googling about these terms, learning about all these things. So this is just saving a lot of time for the beginners. Okay, just in that perspective, I created these slides. So I could have just simply given you the theoretical part. Okay, this is that, this is that. I didn't want to do that, so that's why I went with different diagrams and different slides, images, and all, so that it could be registered in your brain very comfortably. Okay, so if you look at this on-premise system, okay, so let me, whatever the softwares or the servers, machines that is required, okay, so everything will be on-premise, will be there, so that will be in your premise. So if you are starting a company and you want to establish a business, and these are all the things that you require, and everything will be placed at your place and you will be maintaining them, right? So you will have an IT department, you will have a basis team, you will have a lot of things will be handling by your business, by you only, so the on-premise. Okay, so this is technical wise, I'll explain, and also I'll convert it into a famous pizza examples, that is also so that you'll get a clear idea. So this is infrastructure as a service. So we have different services available. So infrastructure as a service, they will take care of these servers, storage, networking, all those things. Okay, so they will be providing us the applications. We need to deal with the runtime, the middleware, and operation system, everything that we have to deal with. So remaining virtualization, the servers will be provided by the infrastructure provider. If you look at platform as a service, okay, PaaS, this is exactly where ABAP and cloud. So this is exactly what we are going to work on. So SAP has given ABAP and cloud as a platform for us to create applications, manage the data, right? So you do not have to worry about what kind of operating system you need to work on, what kind of servers you need to install in your place and everything, what kind of storage, right? So storage itself in SAP HANA, that is also managed in platform as a service. So all you have to do is develop your applications with the data that is available, right? So example, it is platform as a service. It could be your ABAP and cloud. So the second one is the last one, software as a service. Okay, software as a service is something anyone can give an example. So all you have to do is you just directly use the application. You don't have to develop or anything. So you just consume those applications which are already there. If you want to provide an example, anyone, please feel free to ping in the chat. Example for SaaS. Anyone can give an example for SaaS? Software as a service. What could be? So it's just you are just using the applications. You're not developing anything. Yeah, Lenny, Gmail. Thanks, Lenny, for the response. Yes, Gmail could be Google Drive, anything Google. Yes, these are all software as a service. So platform as a service, where we can consider the ABAP as a ABAP and cloud, the specifics technology. Okay, just to make it more clear. So what are the things that you see in yellow that will be managed by you, and the other things which are in blue will be managed by others. It could be the vendors, who are providing these services. Okay. So just to make it more clear, so let me take a famous pizza example. You might have come across this one. So for those who are not aware of this, this will give you a clear picture what exactly difference between different providers. So for example, if you say on-premise, so suppose if you want to make a pizza, then this is completely homemade. So what you need to do, so you have to get everything by yourself. You should have a dining table, you have to bring your soda, you have to fire your place, and you have to all the things you have to do prepared by yourself only, and then you will make a pizza. That could be the end product, right? That is, it could be an application. End product is an application. So infrastructure as a service, what they will do, so you have bakeries and all stuff, right? So they will take care of whether, whatever the toppings, cheese, the ingredients that is required, no? And then all you have to do is you can take those, buy those ingredients, okay, take and bake from the grocery shops, sorry, not the bakeries. So we go to the grocery store and you will buy those things, whatever which is required for you to pizza, and all you have to take care is fire, oven, electric, gas, you bring your dining table, whatever it is. So platform as a service, so that is pizza delivery, right? So they'll be cooking with all the ingredients stuff that is required for them, and then they will deliver to us, and all we have to do is bring our soda and dining table, right? We just have to have these things in order to enjoy our pizza. Now if you go to the software as a service, so everything will be given to you only, okay? Just a second, let me show you. So it's kind of a dine out, right? So you just simply go there and you just access whatever it is there, right? So you do not have to do anything. You just go there and buy the stuff and you enjoy pizza, okay? So this is I could say the comparison I can give with on-premise and the platform as a service and different infrastructures or different services which are there. Okay, let's have a few differences. So that is fine in terms of the architecture or infrastructure, how is it different from other service. Now when you come to SAP HANA, S4 HANA and S4 HANA Cloud, what kind of difference we can see? So let's have a look at this table. So business process by. So we as a user, the users will be interacting with SAP GUI or Fiori apps, okay? When it comes to S4 HANA Cloud, okay, this is something completely maintained by the SAP, right? So they'll manage the data, they will have the applications, everything will be there. All you have to do is consume your application. So completely in the cloud. So they have to only access via Fiori application, okay? So they call VM applications, that means visually harmonized, specific to the cloud. There could be direct feed applications or visually harmonized application. That means what are the GUI applications that you have in the desktop application will be visually harmonized, which fits in Fiori application. So it looks exactly like your Fiori app. So software updates will happen yearly. So for on-premise, we'll have 1809. For 1909, different versions are there. For S4 HANA Cloud, it will be like this, okay? So 1808, 1811. So for every 3 months, you will get an update, okay? It's up to the customer whether they want to, update their applications or not. Just like in our application, you get some updates, right? So it's up to you whether you want to upgrade yourself or not based on the features that is added. So every 3 months the release will be happens quarterly. Here yearly will happen. Okay. Coming to configurations, here the functional, right? You want to do some configuration. It is done through SPRO. Where in S4 HANA Cloud there are specific UI applications which are there for self-service config UIs. Okay, that means which are done by the experts, which are functional, who have the business knowledge, right? They are going to do the configs via Fiori applications. Coming to a system landscape, so we have development, quality, production, etc. So these we are already know. There we have limited systems available based on the SAP active methodology. So they will have different systems throughout the phase from the development to the product release. Okay, it's not a specific like dev quality production. Similar to dev quality production, they will have but different systems. The naming conventions are different from the normal application that we use in the cloud. So as a customer, suppose if somebody asks, so whether I should go for on-premise or S4 HANA Cloud, this is the interesting question. So on-premise, typically this will be used by larger enterprises which are very well established, right? For example, if you take your company or some established company like Shell or who other company, they have been in industry for the more than a decades or 2 decades or 3 decades. They have already created enough applications, enough database designs, a lot of things they have done. If they have to switch completely to a S4HANA cloud, that would be not possible, because they will not be interested in changing different things, right? Because they are already established and they are very comfortable with whatever they have, right? So they are able to run this business smooth with the existing technology. But cloud best fit for companies that need high quality agile offering that cover their core business scenarios. That means mid-sized companies who are new into the industry, right? They are not very much established, but they want to leverage the new technologies, the S4HANA cloud in order to accelerate in their business, right? So that kind of, they always want to be upfront. They wanted to have, adapt to new technologies. And it's perfect for the business that are changing or growing rapidly and want platform that can grow and change with them. Okay, so that kind of companies could leverage S4HANA.